Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Game 2 in this best of 3. AEF Season 3. We have Mint, otherwise known as Mama Need Tangos, playing off against Fox Gaming Youth. Fox have taken Game 1. An impressive display of Tinker Gaming. And it looks like Mint are going to go with the Lich here as their first pick in Game 2. We have Bane, Beastmaster, and Wisp being banned, Earth Spirit, Monkey King, and Night Stalker. We have Darkseer being picked up very, very early for Fox Gaming. They've clearly prioritised the hero. They'll want to play a bit of Darkseer. Interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
The question is, what do Mama Need Tangos do to counteract the pointy-headed purple guy? And for those that are interested, the Maps v Spag man fight has been posted by the AEF main Twitter. that's mad funny.
Lion.
Okay, a lion pick for Fox Gaming Youth. With Hex being undispellable, Lion and Shadow Shaman are both very, very strong, and it officially puts Slark into the shit tier. Thank God, may that hero rest in peace and never trouble us again. So with Lich already having been picked, where did they go? What do they do? They're going to take the Doom. I wonder if they're going to run the classic Doom Lich offlane. Or maybe even, well, Doom Lich into the Darkseer really doesn't work as well, because the Darkseer is just going to push the wave into your tower regardless. What you really need is either someone with wave clear that doesn't mind farming under tower, you know, maybe Sven or even Luna, can deal with that wave pressure that the Darkseer puts out. And that's going to leave the Doom and the Lich potentially going to another lane, potentially together. So Viper, going to be banned by Fox Gaming Youth. Changes to Viper have been interesting. The whole break mechanic is, yeah, very, very, very interesting. Unique in Dota as well. I can't think of another hero that has built-in break. Especially considering Doom does nothing now. I mean, the ability Doom does nothing. It just mutes you and silences you. That's it. It doesn't break. It doesn't disable passives. It's a little bit lackluster in that regard. The Juggernaut going to be banned, and the Sven actually taken away by Mint. They don't want to play against the Sven. Interesting.
Radiant team pick.
And the Ricky. The Ricky's going to get banned as well. So Fox Gaming Youth, it's time for them to make the first pick of the second phase. They've got a carry, a mid, and probably their roaming for position. I doubt the Lion will be the roamer. And there's the roamer. So Bounty Hunter is going to get picked. Interesting that Mint bound the Ricky, and then Fox take the bounty, and then an insta reply of Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker is quite good against the bounty. Anytime the bounty shows up in a lane, you can charge the bounty or whoever, and find yourself in that lane in a reasonable amount of time.
10 seconds remaining.
I have a funny anecdote as well. I played an anti-mage game today, and there was a bounty hunter on the other team, and my supports decided that our centaur needed the lane support more than the anti-mage, and the result was the bounty hunter had a battle fury before I did. Naturally, you'd say we lost. just 3k things, you know. It's great. I want to go back to 2k. It almost seems like the more MMR I gain, the dumber people get. At least in 2k, people realised that they didn't know anything. So with 40 seconds on the clock, I anticipate we're going to see, I'd say it's possibly going to be the mid hero here. And save the carry for last. You know what you're going to be up against. There's going to be a Spirit Breaker charging your lane. There's also going to be a Lich. So maybe we see something along the lines of a Queen of Pain, Puck. Even though Puck did get nerfed, there were some changes to the hero that still might make it viable. It's a shame that Dark Willow isn't in
Dire team pick.
in Captain's mode yet, but we are going to see the carry for Fox first. They're going to take the carry for input. It's going to be the Troll Warlord.
Seconds remaining.
I would have almost liked to have seen Wraith King actually picked here. Similar kind of idea, a hero that doesn't mind manning up, getting bashed, getting stunned, you know, stuff happening to him, getting doomed, and then he just wants to turn around and fight people. So I think Fox might still be in the old meta a little bit. Especially considering the new role bonuses for strength heroes, the status resistance, reducing the amount of time that you're stunned or slowed. Could be quite good for Wraith King, whose weakness has always been that he just gets kited to shit. Well, with the Queen of Pain, it's probably just as well they didn't pick Wraith King. Because that is a hero that does a very, very good job at kiting. And now all the chips are on the table, except for the last two heroes. 2 bans, 1 for each team, 2 picks, 1 for each team.
Dire team ban.
So they're going to take away the Lifestealer. I don't want to play against the Nakes. And the Interest Bomb with the Spirit Breaker, Queen of Pain, could be quite good, especially with the Doom charging in. We've seen a lot of Drums of Endurance on Dooms. So that movement speed buff along with the Scorched Earth, you know, running at heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
Looks like Fox Gaming are saying, well, you've already got enough run at us. We really don't want you to have any more. We'll take away the Lifestealer. Mama Tangos are actually in a really good spot here with time. They've still got 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Plenty of time to think this over, have a bit of a talk. See. Try and figure out what they want to give Cool Stranger here for the off lane. And it looks like Zhao Ma has made it to the game. She wasn't in the last game, so she's made it to this the second game, which is good to see. And this will be the carry here, so they need something that matches up well against a bounty hunter potentially roaming into the lane. They need something that can deal with the Darkseer lane pressure. I'm going to take away the Puck for their ban, and now their pick. They've got a total of about 50 seconds. Or should I say a minute. And with Sven, Juggernaut, and Nakes taken away, taken off the table, their options are a little bit limited here. They might potentially want the Anti-Mage. The Spectre might also be good. That global presence with the Spirit Breaker, nice bit of synergy. Also the fact that the Doom, Spirit Breaker, Lich and Queen of Pain all can fight early might open the door to the Spectre pick. Spectre, like Anti-Mage, has had a massive increase in win rate. The only danger is creating enough space for the Spectre to come online and start to have an influence on this game.
Radiant team pick.
And there is the Anti-Mage. So the hard carry for Cool Stranger is going to be the Anti-Magoo. The buff to Battle Fury is just so good. I wonder if we'll see a Battle Fury troll. You normally don't see that kind of farming item on the hero. He does farm at a reasonable pace by himself. Normally eschewing the farming item for the more fighting orientated stuff. So 10 seconds to go for Fox Gaming. They need their mid laner. They might even... Okay, they go back for the Tinker for Toolbelt. It's going to be the second Tinker game for him. Spag is going to be on the Bounty Hunter. Input on the Troll Warlord. Fears for the... Going to take the Lion, and Bacon on the Darkseer. Zhao Ma is going to be playing the Lich. Shock Mint on the Doom. Maps will be playing the Spirit Breaker. Cool Stranger. Wait, what? Okay, Cool Stranger is going to be going mid on Queen of Pain, and Aurora is actually going to take the Anti-Mage to the safe lane with those beautiful golden bashes. Oh, what an item. So the game is set, the stage is set, and it could go either way here. The only worry I have is whether or not the Anti-Mage gets a good enough lane to get a reasonable Battle Fury timing. I think we can create enough space. There is a lot of potential for the Anti-Mage just to take over the game here, and, well, that Tinker better keep a close eye on his Cabal in case the Anti-Mage sunders it. Something I noticed in the last game, that the Tinker actually had more mana than HP. So if the Anti-Mage, or if Toolbelt goes a similar build and gets a good mana void on the Tinker, it could be very, very good. Oh, dead eyes. I want dead eyes. So here we go. The flame is real. So Choc Mint already heading to the off lane here. The movement is very strong from Mint there. They're looking to posture up here and potentially take this. Actually, is it going to be Cool Stranger safe lane on the Queen of Pain and Anti-Mage mid with the Lich? I think that might actually be what it's going to be. Interesting. Okay, a bit of variety and some changes here. The two beefy heroes for Mint are posturing up on this bottom rune. Are they going to try and contest this, FoxY? That is the question. They do have Bacon top, but it's Bacon v Cool Stranger. Looks like the action is going to be nowhere. Maps is hanging around. Maps is actually just going to back off. Okay, that's interesting. And it's going to be 3. 3 for the for Fox. A small yet inconsequential advantage here in the beginning. And we will go to last hits and denies. Meanwhile, Spag is in, and Anti-Mage is actually just going to pick up the salve. And Spag is just roaming around. Maps might be looking for him here. And that the early point in sacrifice is going to be a bit of a pain for Toolbelt. The other pain is the fact that there is no Poor Man's Shield anymore. An obnoxious item if ever there was one, and that's just going to make it harder for Aurora to stay in this lane because she's just going to find herself getting right-clicked by the Tinkerino. There's that point in mana break. Here comes Spag. He's going to get a little bit of damage off. Don't think they can kill this. The charge is going to come through. The Fairy Fire. Aurora plays it very, very well. Maps is going to get to the Tinker. There is a Sentry. Oh, the damage is just unreal. They need level 2, so the anti-mage can blink in.
Oh no.
Oh, the deny from Toolbelt. It's all happening here. It's 3 mid. Ah, dear. Looks like Aurora is going to need a lot more regen if she wants to hang around in this lane. The pain from the Tinker is probably only going to increase as time goes on. Oh, nice deny there for Toolbelt. Okay, unfortunately for Chockmint, she didn't get a good creep. Picking up the Wild Wing Ripper, which is very underwhelming. Yes, it's going to pick up that bounty rune. Going to get a bit of harass off. Don't know why Chockmint is backing up there, but hey, whatever. Well, they could have put some real hurting onto the lion, and all of a sudden she's in trouble. Gets the Scorched Earth off. He's going to walk it off. That's fine. Meanwhile, we've still got 2 mid. And Spag is just hunting around for that courier. He wants it. And in the top lane,
tower is under attack.
Cool Stranger and Maps have managed to force the Darkseer out. Looks like they made him TP back to base. Oh, that's obnoxious. What a hero Tinker is. So now Maps has the level 2 and the point in Greater Bash. Might be able to roam a little bit onto this mid lane, especially with the Frost Blast for the Lich. And now the anti-mage has his Ring of Health. Bacon, potentially in trouble. He's just playing funny buggers now with Maps. The boots helping out quite a bit. The Space Cow is fairly slow, and well, Chockmint dies to the rotation from Spag. And unfortunately I missed it. Oh, damn, that sucks. Meanwhile, there's DD top. Maps might want to pick this up and have a crack at the Tinker.
Double down on sorcery.
That's not going to work out. Way too deep under tower, and well, there's Toolbelt's going to elect not to throw the spells. Spag, here he comes. Wonder if he knows. He's got to feel something is up here. As Aurora did back initially, and looks like we're just going to have 3 mid. It's just how it's going to be. So Anti-Mage has some boots on the courier, I think. What is that courier? And that's it's a painful lane for the Anti-Mage, but Aurora is doing quite well. The CS is there. It's going okay. And here comes a charge. Might be able to bait the Tinker in again. Tinker's going to be fairly healthy. They are going to have a crack at it. And Toolbelt just in too good of a position. She's going to be harassed and damaged, trying to create some space for the anti-Magoo. Dear. that's Doom channeling a tornado. Standing there waving his arms. Oh, Cool Stranger is taking a bit of pain. Just blinks out though. I have to imagine that once the anti-mage hits 6, they might really try and have a crack at the Tinker. Just get him to expend a bit of his mana and then sunder his Cabal. The anti-mage is he's doing okay. Spag is rotating back towards the mid lane. I don't think they can kill the anti-mage. They'll need a lot of damage to do so. Well, the bot's timing this game is not going to be anywhere near as good for Toolbelt. By this time, he had his Soul Ring and nearly his bots finished in the previous game. Well, actually, he didn't have Soul Ring. He just went straight bots. Oh, I missed another kill. Oh, and I missed another kill. I'm not doing a very good job here. Looks like the anti-mage is going to need some more regen. Aurora is sitting very, very low. There's just really not much happening in this top lane. There's not much they can do at the moment. Here comes the pressure. The Mask of Madness is finished for input, as well as a Ring of Aquila. Doom is in trouble. The hold is there. And she's not going to get the Scorched Earth off. There's just too much control and hold. Well, that's a relatively deep dive, and there the Mana Void has been committed. So unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Spag looking for the courier, not going to get it. The charge is going to come through. It's going to have invis in a couple of seconds. The bash. Still not enough boots. Like, not enough movement speed. Not enough boots. Needs more boots. Because more boots gives more movement speed. Yes, makes sense, doesn't it? Never mind. Oh, we have 2 heroes mid. Well, 4 if you count the Dire as well. 4 on the Dire and 2 for the Radiant. Charge is going to be committed for the Lion. He's going to get bashed. The Scream of Pain is committed. That is a dead Lion. Space created. Meanwhile, Bacon is taking the space that has been created, and he's going to push. And also, Input has taken that bottom tier 1. Map's going to charge through. 3 Poison Surge though. It'll be hard to catch this little pointy head to do. Oh, the bash as well. Oh! I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Yeah. That's just overplaying your hand a little bit there, and well, that's Fox outnumbering Mint at the clash. It's going to end up being a 2 for 1. Shockman is doing okay. Has died 3 times though. Is probably the only bad thing, and well, Input is just huge as a result. So anti-mage needs to be careful. Has Mana Void. I've been having lag spikes all day as well, so yeah, especially if he's in South Australia, that's where I am. So FoxY, it looks like they're going to take their second tier 1 without reply. Maps is charging the Tinker. Has some dust as well. Very nice early pickup. Hopefully to deal with the Bounty Hunter. The question is, when will Shockbent apply the first Doom? This game is a much harder game for the Tinker. If the Anti-Mage finds him, if the Doom finds him, could be a way of getting it done. It looks like there's just no way they can defend this top tower. Plus 3 max fervor stacks. It just seems stupid. Like, a crazy amount of attack speed. You can get 10 stacks, 300 attack speed. And you've already got 300, so you'll cap out on attack speed. 0 attack speed items required. You just go all damage, all fighting items. So who else haven't we looked at? Spag. Only level 4. Disconnect's going either way now. What I might do is I might just mute the mic and chill out for a moment until we have some reconnects and save my voice a little bit.
Why, thank you.
Dire's top tower.
Okay, and we're back. There goes the top tower, as I said it would. Well, that's a stack and a half. And Spag is going to get found. There's the dust. Spag could be in a bit of trouble here, especially if Maps has the charge in one. There it is. It's going to get committed. And, well, yeah, that's a dead bounty. Not sure what he was doing there. He hasn't really earned much for his team either in the way of vision. They kind of knew that they were all there. Well, looks like Aurora is finally going to ditch the middle lane and start to push the bottom lane. That's going to cause an instant reaction from Spag on the Bounty Hunter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Comes the charge onto Tool Belt, but again the Tinker is a long way behind the tower. They are committing for this. Oh, they're just going to doom the Troll Warlord. There's the Hex. Full Stranger's in. Screamer Paint. Juking, 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 juking. Sonic Wave. And, yeah. That guy's dead. So it's 1 for 1 so far. Maps is in. Walking through the march of machines. Don't know if that's a wise idea. Boss lagging. Feels like they can still fight here if they can find an okay initiation. Unfortunately, the Lich does not have 6 yet. Actually, with one more deny, she would have it. Oh, Maps is so low. Deny to the neutrals.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well,
is under
you're dead now.
attack.
Oh, there's a track as well, so that just went from bad to worse. Toolbelt's going to take that one, and Cool Strange is just going to blink out. Oh, and Maps, wait, what? Maps wasn't dead? Okay, that was weird.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile. That's a Doom. Getting his boogie on. Boogie Wonderland. I don't even know what that is, like, seriously. Come on, bro. Meanwhile, Animage nearly has the Battle Fury finished, and it is 12 minutes, so that's okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And with that Battle Fury, the farming shall begin.
Money changes.
Well, there is a charge on Toolbelt mid here. The Tinker is pretty low. Where is the Anti-Mage? The Anti-Mage isn't there. There goes the Tinker, he dead. And, well, Chockman is going to, they're going to get input as well. He is going to tick out there, and, well, Fierce is in. Gets committed onto the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter's getting low. Mint is just standing in the middle of all of this with the Frost Armor and the Scorched Earth regen. They really can't do anything, and that's a great fight for Mint. Meanwhile, Aurora has the Battle Fury. She'll be able to start getting a bit of farm for the Anti-Mage. You're level 10 as well. See what she picks in the way of talents. No, just go for the blink. No. And no BOTs. 13 minutes in the game, no BOTs for the Tinker yet. World of difference between this game and the last game. Spag is trying to scout him out right now. Imagine that Aurora's going to be looking for treads soon into a Yasha. There's the bots now for the Tinker. Trying to track down this Bounty Hunter, this annoying little bounty. The Dust is going to miss. It's worth a crack. They find the bounty there. It's certainly worth a kill, especially with Fox being in front at this particular point in time. Oh, big rotation. They've got a lot of people coming. Xiaoma could be in a bit of trouble. If they hold off for another few seconds, they will be able to have the Chafrost. There it is. It's going to bounce nicely. Oh, and the ball gets sundered onto Bacon. He's going to jump back, and, well, that's not the best place to go. The Chef is going to follow him. That sucks. Well, it's currently a 2 for 2, and the Anti-Mage is just chasing the Tinker. Aurora's going to blink, try and get away. Input did get a double kill in the end. And, whoa, Cool Stranger is actually going to pick up the kill there. 3 for 3. The Anti-Mage and the Queen of Pain both surviving. Cool Stranger. Very, very good stuff there. And it's good news for them. They close in a little bit on this Troll Warlord who does have a considerable net worth advantage. Looks like actually that Aurora's going to go for the Vladimirs. Interesting pickup. Normally you'd see Vlad's as a farming item, looking to really accelerate that farm, aiming for that 30 to 40 minute timing. And it's rare to see an anti-mage pick it up when you're behind like this, but Aurora is going to go for it here, and well, that damage. Damn. Just be careful. It's too low. He might just get mana voided. Here comes Input. Aurora's behind the tower. Unless they get a first hit bash, I don't think they can do this. And they're fucked. Meanwhile, Chockmint get fierce on the bottom lane. I was watching the anti-mage shenanigans too much, apparently. This anti-mage really needs to find a way of getting healthy and staying healthy so that she can keep farming the creeps. And as it stands, she's not really where she should be. Here comes the Tinker. Again with the nukes. Oh dear. Xiaoma has TP'd into this, and well, that could be a bad move. There's so many people around. Yeah, that's a bad move. Maps is coming. It's not going to commit the charge though. It's going to back out. It's probably a wise move considering that there's 3 heroes there and not really much support available for Mint. There's not really much at all that could be done. Oh, this anti-mage might be in trouble here. Nope. Aurora's just playing around. Looks like they're going to back there. Going to choose not to fight here, and that involves cancelling the charge. Still no treads on the anti-mage. I find that very, very interesting. These treads are so good on the hero. Aurora's just getting nuked by this Tinker. Anytime she shows up in a lane, the Tinker's already there, nuking her to bits. Whoa. And Toolbelt's in trouble. Yeah, there's the Doom, and that is a dead Tinker. This game is much, much harder. Oh, Spag with a lot of damage. Input comes in. Battlecry goes off. There's a Chains of Frost. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to bounce. It's going to go back to Spag. It's going to find Input now. And Input has the Veil on him. Just use it. Sonic Wave. Kill that nerd. Oh, he's... Nope. Cool Strange. She's going to hit it. I thought she'd miss. But, whoop, there's a dead nerd. And Fierce is taking a fair bit of damage. Goes for the mana drain. Spag is manning up here. I'm not sure that's what you want to do. With the Pearl Boulder. What an ability. 125 damage. Secures the kill. And meanwhile, the anti-Magoo is pushing top. I wonder if Aurora is thinking of going bots here to try and counteract a little bit of the map pressure from the Tinkerino. It's a reasonable idea.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Invisibility.
So nearly blinked for the Doom. Anti-Mage is trying to create some pressure on the map. And this Tanker is a long way behind where he was last game. Just the differences between the two matches is phenomenal. The line is working towards a blink. It's about halfway there. I mean, kind of good. Cool Strange is really getting a lot of space though. And 4-1 and 8. He's having a good game thus far. Another creep. Good. Keep using it. Gives you experience. Gets you... It's like a Midas, but different. Well, Input is wanting Cool Stranger, but again, the mobility is quite strong for the Dire. The
Dire's bottom tower is under
two heroes
attack.
with built-in mobility. It's going to make it hard to track them down. I'm not sure you can do that, Aurora. That's oh, and Spag is actually going to get spotted here, and How much do they commit? Fox is in the area. And it looks like they know. It looks like they know. They're going to disengage here, and well, Aurora's gone the uncontrollable illusion. Interesting. I did this, and it was bad. Like, I really didn't like it in my anti-mage game today, and I don't know, maybe there's something I don't know. We'll see how it works in this game, and looks like Fox are going to just back up. Are they going to look to smoke here? Yeah, there's the smoke. A Rotter Atos being built for the Bounty Hunter. Oh dear, Aurora is in a lot of trouble. There's a stun, and well, that's, yeah, just everything dropped onto the anti-Magoo. So, space created. Not in the way you really want it to be, but whatever. Full Stranger is working on an orchid now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So they're going to charge in on the Troll Warlord. They're going to bash Spag on the sideline. Ooh, that's a very nice Sonic Wave. Hits on 3. There's the mech from Bacon. Very nice Chain Frost. It's going to slow down Bacon. He's going to find it hard to get out of here. Surges. Does he have enough? He's got nothing on him, so he could be okay. Oh, there's the blink from Chockmint, and that is a dead... Yep, that's a 2 for 2. And with the anti-mage down, that's probably a good hold there, defending that mid-tier 2 tower. Things going much better for Mint in this game. Anti-mage has just surpassed the troll. Meanwhile, Toolbelt has the blink finished. So there's going to be a move towards bottom now. Oops. Maps gets a kill, but can't get anything back on the Tinker. Full Stranger, they're looking for the Tinker. Oh, Chockmint just eviscerates the Troll Warlord. And here comes the Anti-Magoo. They're going to find the Tinker again, and well, that's another Cabal sundered. And all of a sudden, Mint are starting to turn up the heat.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What's the Doom got? 150 bonus gold for Devour. Shit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So Maps really probably has to be credited with creating that good trade for Mint there. Finds the Bounty Hunter, kills the Bounty Hunter, dies himself, but it kind of created the fight, and well, Chockmint just showed up and carried it for the Dire. Once the Doombringer was on the scene, it was like game over, fellas. The Troll really had nothing. I'd imagine that the Troll's going to need well, he's going to go Lincoln Sphere, but imagine that he probably wants something along the lines of a BKB, kind of soonish. Okay. Looks like Input's going to try and sneak Roche here. Sneaky. Use the Battle Trance. I wonder if they're going to work this out. Yeah, it looks like they're going to smoke towards Roche. Spag is going to pop the smoke. And well, that's going to be a dead bounty, but if this results in a Roshan, it's going to be worth. Input, go son, go. Oh, he gets bashed by Roche. That's the worst thing that could happen. He's been silenced. He does get the Aegis. Two-man Ravage. Bacon with a nice back wall. The finger. Oh, Aurora's in there. It's getting focused. The uncontrollable illusion is making it happen. Maybe not. Chockmint's in there. He's getting focused. She's getting focused. She could die. Toolbelt's in the background. Aurora looking for the Tinker. Didn't manage to find him, though. And that ends up being a 2 for 2. And you have to say that, well, with Aegis on their side, well Bacon's in trouble. No, he's fine. Just going to walk that off. Cool Stranger really doesn't have enough to chase with. And Aurora's working towards that Manta style. Maps has a 400 night vision. Interesting.
Regeneration.
And you can see now Aurora starting to open up a lead now. Well, there is a move coming towards this jungle though. Spag has found the anti-Magoo. And, well, oh, that's bad. The Rod of Atos, the Hex, everything. It's going to result in another kill onto the anti-Magoo. It's getting found out again before that Manta Style's online. Maybe with the Manta that could have got out of that. Maybe not though. The Hex, very, very strong. Looks like Aurora's just going to need a BKB. And very nice movement from FoxY. Finding the anti-mage, farming in the jungle. Cool Stranger has the cooldown reduction. And Sonic Wave. 22nd.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are falling.
Well, here comes the charge. They're going to charge in. No, Tool Belt's going to... oh, well, that's not ideal. They're fighting right now without the Anti-Mage, and they're fighting a 5v3. Oh, that's... Lich got fingered. Queen of Pain has just walked in and been hexed. And there we go. The Tinker has turned up and got a double. And he's not finished yet. The Rod of Atos is holding Chocolate where he is. He's going to get slowed and... there's the Doom Shards. Oh dear. Well, that's bad. And all of a sudden, Fox go from being behind to in front. And well, they might even take racks here with both the Doom and the Queen of Pain down for 40 seconds with no buyback. Yep, and the max fervor stacks as well. That attack speed though. Looks like they're going to rotate top. They're going to push this and try and get an extra lane here. It looks like Aurora has no interest in showing up. The timing has just been too slow for the anti-mage. Hasn't managed to get the items that she's needed. And well, with the fervor, they're just going to go straight through the frost armor. Takes a little bit longer than it would, but there we go. That's 2 lanes, and they're going to disengage now and try and get out without being caught. Maps is going to go. Whoa, that's some damage. That's a DD anti-mage. Well, that was fun. So unfortunately, Mint find themselves 2 lanes down now, and it's really not where they should have been. They were playing so well up to this point, and all of a sudden, Fox take the one good fight, and Mint take a bad one, and all of a sudden, we're going the other way. Ooh, Aurora nearly finds the Tinker. Immediately blinks. And blinked to exactly the spot the Tinker was. Great play by the Tinker player though. Tool Belt. Using the blink after using the march. That is... Oh, they've fucked up. They think that's the real thing. Maps is going to go in though. I don't know why. Oh, and Aurora's found the... Oh! 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 Everybody run! Aurora just lurking in the sidelines there. Oh, nice double stun from Fierce, and that is trouble. Yeah, that's going to be the fight, and it's going to go to Fox. Well, they're going to lose the Tinker here, but I imagine that Chuckmint will pay for her sins, and she's not that tanky. And that's a 3-for-1. Maps will live, just. But with input still alive, going to result in buildings, maybe even another lane of racks. Now, the anti-mage might have to just buy back here and try and hold this, but I'm not sure that she can. This is so much damage. Troll is just going to push so fast. No Desolator, unfortunately, to help them out, but no, they'll take it and they'll run with it. And yes, it's just going to be Megas. And that'll be that. To Mint's credit, it doesn't look like they're going to GG out, which is, I think, is a good thing. I'm all for teams just keeping on going until the Ancient Forms. Oh, wow, Bacon is in right now. And, well, that's dead nerd. Meanwhile, Chockmint is going after them. Nice Sonic Wave. Aurora looking for something. Really needs a basher and something to hold these heroes still. And yeah, it looks like they're just not going to get anything out of it. Well, Jama is going to die, unfortunately. They missed the. Well, there's the Rod of Atos onto Chockmint, who's fine and just going to walk it off. All of a sudden, though, the Mega Creeps are going to start raining into the base, and with the Anti-Mage, they can hold them, though. I wonder about their ability to push out against it. Oh, the Tinker has a Hex. Ooh, dear. Just short. Just not quite enough range there. Oh, they found the Anti-Mage again. And it's just blinked, and, well, that's bad. There's the Hex, and, well, that's bad. Again, Aurora being found in the jungle. It's just, Aurora needs to watch some Eternal Envy, I think. Maps is using, well, they're just going to get picked off one by one now, I think. Someone being silenced. The Anti-Mage is going to come back. The Anti-Mage is looking for Fierce. There's a lot of shit going on. The Mega Creeps are in. The Anti-Mage is hexed. Input's getting low. There's the big nuke from the Tinker. And that's going to be Anti-Mage dying. A dieback for the Anti-Mage. Oh, the finger hits the Doom, and that's 5 for nothing. And yeah, that's the game. GG, well played. Fox Gaming take this 2-0 against Mint. Valiant showing there in the second game, and Mint will just have to go back to the drawing board in there and see where they went wrong and where they lost that game. I feel like they had it won there in the mid game, but Fox take a good fight, take some buildings, and are suddenly 2 ranks up. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed my cast tonight. I look forward to seeing you again next time.